Hey guys, welcome back to Otherobert. I'm with Joe. He will do his intro, and then I'll talk about the video.
Boys, girls, all my Trumpaholics out there. Welcome back to Otherobert. I'm the other, he is Robert, and together we are Otherobert.
That is us. This video is top 5 least liked or least favorite movies of 2015.
Least liked, most hated, worst, whatever kind of
Where it falls
synonym
together.
you want to use.
Yeah, there's many of them. I will go first with my number 1. It was the first movie I saw in 2015, and that was Strange Magic. My initial reaction to it was a strange movie. It was a horrible movie.
And it was magic how bad it was.
It was like Beauty and the Beast with more crap and really bad animation, and it was George Lucas, which is sad.
Sounds strange.
It was very strange. That was my least favorite movie. Yours?
So I'm going to do an honorable mention real quick before we get into this, and it's not it's not a movie. Under the Dome, you suck. You suck so much. We're not doing top 5 most hated TV shows, so I had to get it in somewhere.
Though we've discussed this many times, how much he hates this show.
Under the Dome, I had to mention you somewhere. You're canceled, and I'm glad.
It's over. Joe, it's over.
So dishonorable mention. There you go. That's a dishonorable mention. Under the Dome, not even a movie, but sucked.
Bad.
Wasted life and time and everything ever. Okay, so number 5.
Yeah, he's actually going to give his 5 least favorite, or his first.
I actually hated Under the Dome more than I hated anything on this list. So
That's
that
sad.
shows you. I stayed away from movies that I didn't want to see this year, which is something different for me.
What's your least favorite movie, Joe?
Pan. Well, no.
Or number 5.
Number 5. Pan. And that's because Pan, I had to put it number 5 because it had some things going on that were pretty interesting. The world kind of looked interesting. It had some cool-ish things going on. The story was okay. It wasn't the worst thing ever in terms of that. However, when it came to 2015, with the amount of movies I saw and liked, I had to throw Pan on this list. What was the big thing for me was I strongly disliked Hook.
Yeah. Warner Brothers, with their live-action fairy tales, doesn't excel properly. They just don't know what they're doing.
I thought Pan was okay. Hugh Jackman was great.
There's a problem with them, though.
With who?
With Warner Brothers in general when it comes to these types of movies, which is why they always falter.
Right. But in terms of acting, Hook bothered me so much. And it's kind of, he was trying to do what Hugh Jackman was doing. Hugh Jackman was over the top, it was cartoony, but it was done right for his character. Whereas Hook, that guy was just plain silly. And it was cringeworthy every time that guy spoke. And he had a huge role, so it made it kind of difficult to stay in it.
And if you've seen Pan, it doesn't even make sense why he's called Hook.
Well, it's his name.
No, I mean in the terms of the Peter Pan story. Once Upon a Time's take on that is much better.
Yeah, especially comparing Once Upon a Time, the two Hooks. I mean, yeah,
Don't even see it.
James Hook. No, okay. So number 5, Pan.
All right, my number 4, and I'm kind of going in order of release date because that's how they stung. I hated Home, another animated movie, because I saw a lot of the animated ones this year. DreamWorks only releases one movie a year, and they released Home this year, which was like a Lilo and Stitch, and then it had the dude from The Big Bang Theory, whose name I'm forgetting,
Sheldon.
Sheldon, yeah, Sheldon, and Rihanna, and I thought it was absolutely horrible too. Like, I really disliked Home a lot.
Yeah, that movie show went home.
Yeah, and it's DreamWorks, and like you try to give them some credit with their movies because they have some really, really fun movies. They made Shrek, for God's sakes, and then they make Home, and you're like, ugh.
The next step, right?
Yeah,
Shrek
they're regressing quite badly. Hopefully, Kung Fu Panda 3, when that comes out this month, because it's going up in January, will be better. But as of now, my number 2 on this list is Home. Or number 4.
All right, number 4 for me, and this kills me to say this because I wanted to enjoy this movie so much. It was one of my most anticipated, but Krampus.
Oh yeah, that was fun to edit your review of that.
Yeah, Krampus. It didn't have too many redeeming. When the actors themselves don't seem like they want to be in the movie, that's when you kind of got a problem. You can tell they were just in that for a paycheck. They were so unenthused in the script. You could tell the script was poorly written. The dialogue was uninteresting. It was kind of funny with the gingerbread men, I would say. That made me laugh. But I think this, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but in terms of a movie that went a similar route with horror and comedy and blended the two very nicely in The Visit with M. Night Shyamalan's movie that came out earlier this year, that did it right, whereas this kind of was faulty in its blending of horror and comedy. And although the blending itself was okay, the horror lacked and the comedy lacked. So they kind of failed on many different levels there. So Krampus was a movie I so wanted to enjoy because of the plot, which the story could have been so much more than it was, because it was such a cool concept. Ultimately faltered, and it was a disappointing movie, so that's why it's number 4.
It's unfortunate that Adam Scott was in that too, because he's a relatively funny actor.
And he's seen 50 Shades of Uninterested.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I didn't see Krampus, but I listened to his review a couple times, and it was so bad for Adam Scott. Number 3 on this list for me would be a comedy, live action finally, Hot Pursuit with Sofia Vergara and Reese Witherspoon. I saw this movie, I reviewed it. I laughed a couple times, but after rethinking about it, it was really not that good either. Hot Pursuit is a comedy gone wrong in many, many ways, and it should have gone home or should have been arrested and thrown in jail and locked away forever. Yeah, I didn't like Hot Pursuit. Reese Witherspoon, something was off. She had an interesting chemistry with Sofia Vergara, but it's just a movie that if you watch it, you have to make sure that you are not paying to see it, so that you can't be like, I want my money back.
There we go. So some kind of online
Streaming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my number 3.
Okay. Number 3 for me is Tomorrowland, and I don't have much to say about that, except what was that?
It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
It's a very weird movie.
They should have kept it a ride, because that was not. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself.
It's an odd movie.
It served no point.
And it's like a really weird, like, odd romance with George Clooney and the little girl too.
Yeah,
it's like really creepy.
It's not something you're rooting for.
No, it's not.
It's just odd.
Yeah.
It was a very odd movie. Very, very odd movie. That
also
could
based
have
off-
been more.
Yeah, and I mean that's based off the park theme, theme track,
amusement
in Magic Kingdom, and you got like Pirates of the Caribbean, which he didn't like, but I liked, which I thought was a relatively good franchise, and then like it goes to Tomorrowland, and it's like okay, maybe not off the parks.
Yeah. It was just they didn't even seem like they wanted to know what they wanted to do with it. They didn't know. I don't know. And ultimately it failed. I thought. And it was kind of those movies that after you see it, you go, why did you see that? So number 3 is Tomorrowland.
My number 2 on this list is going to be The Good Dinosaur, and it's horrible. Pixar is on this list, but I didn't like it. So it was like Cars 2 to Finding Nemo.
Ooh.
And
ooh.
I know you liked it. I know you liked
quite
it.
the exaggeration.
I didn't like it.
Ooh, nothing. It's nothing on this list is Cars 2. Let's.
All right, I'm more attracted because Cars 2 is quite horrible.
Yeah, Cars 2 is quite the exaggeration.
But I didn't like The Good Dinosaur. It was an animated movie that I felt bored in.
Okay.
So, The Good Dinosaur, it's a dinosaur movie, but it just wasn't the one I wanted. That movie just had so many issues with its own development. I think that's why I disliked it. Because of all the behind-the-scenes drama, it led to just something on the front that it could have been a lot better.
See, I hate to do this, but there's actually something on your list I disagree with.
It's okay.
Good Dinosaur, I thought that was good.
I thought it was average. My list isn't actually horribly negative, minus the first 3. The Good Dinosaur is just on here, because it was one of the few movies I didn't love. I love a lot of things. I'm very generous with my reviews normally.
Alright, so number 2 is American Ultra, which is another movie. What the hell was that?
How is... Oh, wait. That's your number 2, not your number 1. Never mind.
Yeah. So, yeah, this movie is just not... I think the thing was it wasn't for me. I think I was not the target audience for that, and it just did not click with me. And I found myself immediately just hating the movie as soon as it started. Not because of really the subject matter itself, but just kind of how nonsensical it was, and that would be fine if it was kind of funny, but it wasn't at all. I don't even know if it was trying to be. This movie was just kind of all over the place, and the only reason why I didn't walk out was because Topher Grace kind of amused me, kind of. So, and I've never walked out of a movie, so that kind of had me going. But I
pushed
kind
me
of
for it too. So.
yeah, I fought the urge. So let's just say that with American Ultra.
So, my number one on this list is relatively expected. It's a movie I
And I think both of us
gave a little bit of niceness to it, but I didn't love it, and I rewatched
we both
it.
probably have the same movie, right?
Probably.
We haven't shared a list, but
No.
I'm assuming it's the same movie.
Probably.
Okay.
What do we say at the same time? We're wrong.
All right. We'll get this. 3, 2, 1.
Fantastic Four. Okay, we're synchronized. Yeah. We really didn't share our list.
No, that just shows you Fantastic Four.
It's that bad. Despite the fact that him and I actually did like our own little video for a throwback about the first one, which we thought was kind of funny.
Right.
Anyway, okay. The movie, middle, end, beginning, okay, the whole thing is extremely messed up. The actors didn't want to be there. The visuals are horrendous. It's a Marvel movie that you don't want to see because Doctor Doom is a tool. The storyline is all messed up. It's not fun.
Yeah, there's nothing really just too like enjoyable about it. And I have to say, and this is kind of calling out some of our YouTube friends here with Real School and Comic Uno and the Black Critic Guy.
Hi guys.
Hello. I told you guys for the longest time I was not going to see this movie. I was not going to let myself get tricked into seeing Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I had to see it before he saw it.
I only saw this a few days ago. I managed to go around 6 months.
Yeah, I think it came out in May or June.
Without seeing it, and I was forced into seeing it on Christmas Day. So
that's a very bad Christmas gift.
Yeah. So I had to eventually see it. So I made fun of them.
Yeah, I saw it the night it came out, or the night before it came out. I saw it a little early, and I reviewed it that night, and I tried so hard
trolled us
to be fun about it, or find anything. And it's like, you just realize that no one in that cast or crew wanted to be there. And it's interesting because the Fantastic Four is just it's a series that probably people has its older fan base, but it doesn't work anymore.
Fox trolled us. That's what it was. Fox trolled us.
Yeah, Fox trolled us.
So.
Anyway, so that is our list. I'm not going to recap it because I've already forgot them. And I'm kidding. But that is our list. Fantastic Four is the number one least liked movie from Joe and myself for 2015. I hope you guys share your least favorite movies in 2015. I'm assuming that most of you will disagree with My Good Dinosaur, but it was just a movie I didn't like. But please share with us in the comments below. And Joseph, do you have anything else that you want to end the video with?
Subscribe, because it takes around just that much effort to do so.
Not much.
And you've been traumatized.